year. Currency flow, I'm surfing the waves. Super alpha, omega leading the way. Enigma bot whispering all through the night. Making moves and everything's tight. Charts on my canvas, I paint it with trades. Candlesticks dance as the profits cascade. Bears and bulls, they come and they go. But I hold my ground, watch the capital grow. Risk and reward, it's all in the game. ALGO box guidance, no need for fame. Late nights grinding, I stay in the zone. Counting blessings as I claim the throne. On the track now we trading way up. Takes like and we never give up. ALGO box coming, showing the way. Money flowing in from night to day. On the track now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. On the track now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. Now we trading way up. RSI rising back, fees on point. Enigma bot whispers, I'm on the brink. Scalping quick, I'm catching the highs. Swinging it slow as the value flies. ALGO bot flashing numbers align. Leverage high, but I stay in my prime. Candles don't lie, the story they tell. Building my wealth, I see orders flow. Flow master guiding every move I make. I'm riding these waves, watching prices break. Super moon glowing, markets in sync. ALGO box leads, I never need to think. Patience pays, every step's precise. Algorithm flowing, my trades suffice. Trade until the setting of the sun. On the track now we trade.
Welcome aboard, everyone.
What exactly is ALGO, and why do our traders absolutely love it?
Michael Othrew. Alrighty then, are you ready indeed? It is Tuesday. Let's get it rolling here this morning. We're gonna go through our checklist. First thing off the bat, it is 8:56. We've got about 4 minutes till 9 a.m. Now, I like to check the news here first to kind of see if it's going to be a kind of a normal day. And what do I mean by normal? If you have been trading a while, you have certain expectations of certain news events that are going to be scheduled, and they oftentimes do have a cadence to them. 10 a.m. I personally think is the big one there, especially for the morning session. 10 a.m. is generally going to drop new home sales numbers. That happens a lot there at 10 a.m. But there are other news events that come in there right at 10 a.m. I'm looking down the list here. We also have 9 a.m. So in just a couple of minutes, we do have some yellow star news events here. We have U.S. case Schiller 20 year over year. We have the U.S. house price index year over year at 9 a.m. and U.S. house price index month over month also here at 9 a.m. So in about 2 minutes, we will have kind of a potential spiking volatility event here. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control R and remove all drawing objects.
Any company or country that receives funds from Iranian assets will not be allowed to pass through the strait.
So you also just heard some of our audio news feed there as well. We're using financialjuice.com. If you are not using that, I would recommend.
EU plans to sanction record 1,600 firms for helping Russia.
That you might want to go ahead and use that as well. Almost every trader I know is now using that. In the past, if you have been around the markets as long as I have, been around it 20 plus years, you are familiar with Forex Factory and Econo Day. But I feel like, me personally, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Financial Juice has kind of surpassed the original OGs in the news industry space for financial news, with you know, kind of beating out Forex Factory now. They have everything Forex Factory does, but they also have audio. I also kind of like the way that it's organized. I'm a big 3-panel layer guy. I like to have a 3-panel layout, and they also have that as well. I'm actually going to bring them over. I think there's going to be a lot of news here in just any moment here, but look at the 3-panel layout here. So panel on the left,
1.63%, 1.63%, higher than the forecast of 1.
Here comes that news.
US house price index year on year 2.2%, 2.2%. US house price index month on month 0.3%, 0.3%, higher than the forecast of 0.1%.
All right, so that's them doing a great job there.
Launch.
We're even talking over each other here this morning.
Home hub between October and early 2027. So new Apple TV set top box HomePod Mini set to launch this fall. And Apple prepares to release smart home devices based on Siri AI. ECB settled 1.688 trillion public sector bond purchases, with the ECB bond holding under PEP 1.3 trillion euros as of last week. The ECB settled 218.2 billion in corporate bond purchases, and the ECB says Forex reserves fell 200 million euros to 348.4 billion euros.
All right, so speaking of news, a lot of news chatter going on there this morning. So 3-panel layout, which is pretty awesome. In fact, our new client portal kind of has the 3-panel layout and Discord. Now, it's always surprising to me these days when, so we had a lot of calls yesterday, catching up with a lot of the new folks joining us. It's great to have you guys with us. But it's always a little surprising to me these days where people are still kind of struggling with this layout.
Max's digital news content.
I don't know if I'd say struggling, but I'm like, they're not thriving with it. Like, well, I'm not really familiar too much with Discord layout. And I'm going, man, every website, every good website has a 3-panel layout now, in my opinion. And I also think that if you are sitting at your desk, you should have a
Central Command, the US, to
I might have to
AI task force.
I might need to silence him for a minute. In fact, let's show you guys how I would do that. So if I needed to silence the news feed here for just a minute, right up here on streaming, if I just click this little section here right there where it says streaming, if I go ahead and click that, that will turn him off there for a minute.
Disconnect.
Voice news disconnected. There we go. So voice news now off. Nice little button there for us to kind of take that offline late on it. But speaking of awesome 3-panel layouts, how about this awesome 3-panel layout, huh? New client portal layout. This is currently not available yet to the public, but it's coming. And just get used to it. Okay, get used to 3-panel layouts for your Discord as well. And I'm going to hop in here to our layout area, and if you're getting started with us, your hardware is important, and I do think that you need a 3-panel layout to sit inside of kind of a trading cockpit as well. Okay, left, right, and center, right? And then within that, most of the important details are here. Oftentimes you'll select something over here on the left as a menu. I'm going through school and you learned how to use the table of contents. So I like to think of the table of contents over here on the left and click on a section here on a title, and then that will be displayed in the center area. And then usually additional tools and other information stuff can be over here on the right related, that can also apply to things that you're going to be doing here in the center. So general good way to have laid out software on web pages, etc. So you know, and some people think that, well, there's too much going on. No, it's everything all in one place. It's a dashboard, everything you need all in one place, easy to get to. I think it's an advantage to you. So we've got some of our tools here, the tide and the wave. I just marked those up there this morning. As of this morning, right now, the tide is down, the wave is up. So we are going to have plays in both directions. This actually comes to one of the questions that came in overnight that I'm going to bring into the chat here. They were asking about the order of operations and how I, tend to approach them myself. At the same time, they're asking about potential exceptions, or how do I approach things when I'm going to take a trade against maybe a scenario where, okay, let's say that we have tide and wave both to the green side. How am I going to take a short? I'll just tell you right now, T1, target 1. Okay, it's going to be scalping against this. If I'm going to take a trade against this, if I have a perfect play setup, if I get like one of my favorite plays that shows up, an Enigma plus a power cross, and that's going to be a super moon shot, and it's a short. Okay, I will probably still take a shot at that, but I'm going to T1 it, right? I'm going to do a 35 tick target only for that first target. If it doesn't go beyond that, like, I'm closing out the position. I'm not trying to, you know, hit home runs against that. However, he also, this question that came in, had also asked, well, what do you do if the tide and the wave are different colors? I've said this many times on live streams, happened yesterday. This just, for me, validates that I can take trades in either direction or a runner. Just depends on if I have the nerd and the arrow with me. Okay, there is a quantitative way to go through this, and you really need to understand this. So it is important. I think he asked a good question, but I am concerned that he doesn't already know that, and maybe I need like another advanced level video to just really kind of just lay this all out. But we want to talk about it here this morning because it came in the ask question section there of going, where do I start from the order of operations? With the order of operations, we want to read from left to right. And top left is going to be the 89. Then we're going to go into our wave on number 2. Then we filter through in the middle center chart, number 3. And then I'm entering in big or small on chart number 4 or 5. We're looking for a high time frame opportunity with a low time frame risk entry. But I want those higher time frames with me. So I'm looking at the higher time frames, and I try to quantify this for myself and gamify it for myself. And if you like that style, if that resonates with you and you want to use ALGO to take advantage of that, in my personal opinion, I think it's a massive advantage to have the kind of cheat or the trading systems that are out there, having the best of order flow and power structures. That two combo, and then with the mentorship that we have and the way that we approach it, going from high time frame down to low to enter in on the lowest time frame to have a high time frame opportunity, I don't think there is anything better than that. If you look at the results of our members in our room, if you have seen, like, what other place do you see the founder of the software that they're trying to sell to you actually using it in real time right in front of you, not like, oh, off screen, sure, yeah, sure, just trust me, bro, I took that trade, just trust me, bro, I'm all up on the day all the time, just trust me, bro. You know, just trust me, bro, trading strategies, I mean, should have been a thing of the past. I don't know why anybody is still following, you know, some of these online Muppeteers. Go off my tangents here on it, but I think you should know, right? And those who know, you know. Now, if you're trying to get involved with our tools, you just want to make sure that you know how to use them once you come here. But it's very simple. We're going to start with the tide and the wave. I come in here in the morning and I click on that. For me, I have this one right here. You can go over to our website right now and use the tide wave visualizer there. Very simple tool for it. Then my trade tracker here to make sure that I've got visually something in front of me telling me how I'm going to gamify the markets. I've got 5 trade opportunities, and within those 5, for me, I personally need winner, winner, chicken dinner. I think that's the best way to go about it. The markets are going to whoop you if you stay in there too long, and we can come in here though and make enough in 2 trades to put chicken dinner on the table. That's the mental rule for me. And again, you do not have to do that, but if you're asking how I do it and you want to glean from what I do, that's the way that I approach things. And if I were teaching a younger version of myself, I would say this is how I would approach the markets. Come in, take your punches, get out. Don't be sitting there and trying to be a hero. Okay, Mike Tyson is in the ring there. You get paid to come in and clown show around. Come in there, try to, you know, punch Mike Tyson a couple times. If you get a couple of punches in, we'll pay you just for the fun and the entertainment of it. Get in, get out, and go on about your business. 3-panel layout there, I think, is super helpful. Financial Juice also has that 3-panel layout. Okay, left side, check, middle, check, right, check. This is standard. Okay, let's talk about Discord real quick, and then I'm going to talk about your hardware, how it also, I'm trying to create you a cohesive environment to excel in your business of trading. If you are going to approach trading like a business and take it seriously like a business, then you need to do serious business. And when you want to do serious business, you need to get serious equipment. Okay, so let's go to our Discord room here. All right, let's talk about 3-panel layouts. Again, right here, let's go ahead and add this over here on the right. So same thing, right? 3-panel layouts. You need to make sure you know how this works. If you want to get to one of our checklists here, we will be posting these in the middle of the chat area there for you. All the commands and things typed here. These are the people that you can, you know, communicate with. At the same time, like, I might take this off. Oftentimes have this off so that I can expand this area, but it is still 3-panel layouts. Just get used to it. Finding the menus on the left, like people are like, I can't find that thing. Control K. This is very important in my opinion. Control K. This is the search utility. Go ahead and try it right now. Go over to Discord, hold Control K, and that's going to pull up a list for you to search for things. Just hit Control K and type in something that you're looking for. If you're looking for, well, where's the MACV tool? Type in MACV, and then you'll be able to find the room there on the left-hand side, and then that will populate this area, right? Same thing. So if I come over here and I go under Tools, click MACVU on the left, so I click on the filter right here, what populates? The center panel right here. Okay, so, and then there's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3 panel layout. Yes. If you are getting started with us and have not been to our documentation area, it's time to catch up. All right, let's go to 100% zoom in. Same thing, documentation. What do we have over here on the left? Right, panel 1, panel 2, panel 3. Yes. Okay, so let's go up here to hardware. I'm going to go to our workspaces. There we go. Okay, this is what I was looking for here. I still think that this is the personal ideal. Right there in the center, I want a 43-inch monitor in the center. Why 43? I have tried every different size under the sun, and this is the ideal that can sit on your desk in front of you, where your eyes have, if you're an appropriate distance from the monitor itself, to be able to see everything within perspective without having to look too far up to the left, too far over to the right, to be able to see everything you need right there in front of you. A 43 is equivalent to 4 if you get a 4K. And you need to have 4K. These days, it's almost hard not to find a 4K, so I feel like that's almost default and known, but I guess it needs to be said. So it needs to be 4K, but 43-inch 4K is equivalent to 4 24-inch monitors. Okay, so each one of these sections is like having a 24-inch monitor. Now, if you've seen those, layouts, even, myself, I have, you guys have seen my old videos, I've got a really nice 8-screen layout over there with a primary 6 grid in front of me. And you've got that center screens flanked by the others. And those are, I use 27s, but the lowest that you could go would be 24 to be able to visually see those areas. And a 43 just gives you all of that right there in front of you so that you can execute well with your setup and your layout. Okay. Now I want to flank those with 2 in portrait mode if you can get these. Okay. Now, these are very inexpensive. You can get them from anywhere. They're like $20 to get monitor stands for these. So you don't see that in the image right here, but just look up monitor stands that can handle monitors in portrait mode. Okay, so the keyword there is portrait. Okay, so some people don't know that as well. That's okay. Now you do. Okay, portrait mode. Portrait is the elongated version. They also refer to that in your phone, like when your phone, that is portrait. If you turn it on its side, then they call that landscape. Okay, so this monitor setup in the center is landscape in the center, flanked by 2 portraits. Got it? You guys, let's help me out. If you are watching this later on, type it down in the comments down below. Type landscape, center, portrait, flanks. Okay, landscape in the center, portrait, flanks, portrait on the right and the left. Now, if you want to double stack where you just only have to look to one side and you want to put both of them on the left, or if you want at least just one, my main thing is that you have at least one. You don't need 2, although I think it's ideal, because here's how I think that the ideal layout is if you are coming in with us. Center, so that we have all of our charts laid out here. Potentially some extras on the left or the right if you want to have maybe some full auto stuff off on the right, or some additional charting that you want to add to things. You got some extra space to work with on the left or the right. But even more importantly is to have our Discord layout with news and our Discord premium and our Discord public. Those are 3 at least. And then you also, though, you need the MACV Ultimate, right? You can see the MACV Ultimate over here on the left in this image here. You can put this wherever you want, or some people have this on their phone because it's a nice vertical. You can set that off on the side, maybe in a little monitor or a phone stand off on the left, so that you have that MACV right close by. You need to know where the nerd is located. What's the nerd? NASDAQ, ESRTY, and the Dow. That is our primary filter direction before we take trades, and that's our MACV Ultimate that our traders use here to filter that direction. That's going to take all that into account there for you, coming through our Discord feed. Okay, so we need a place for that, need some space for that. then you're probably going to be listening to hopefully me on a live stream in the morning. But remember, I'm not just saying that you guys should be hanging out here with me. In fact, there's a great strategy called Retail Run, where you go out there and listen to these retail, retail people on YouTube calling trades and giving their feelings on directions, right? Go feel out what the other players, what they feel. Oh, I think the market's going up here. I'm feeling like the market is going up. That's awesome. I love when they start telling us what they're thinking. Now we look for a play in the opposite direction because, 80 to 90% of the time they're going to be off sides, or they're only going to be on sides for a few moments. Oftentimes that feeling means that the market has conned everyone into believing that direction. When we get a play set up in the opposite, we can triple down on the play. Okay. So whether you have me on a live stream or these other traders on a live stream feed, you're going to need some space for it. So I still think this is also the ideal to have your retail run, where you've got the information from one of those fine folks who are presenting all the time on their live streams and living on those, to have that live stream set up somewhere over here, maybe on the right, with all of your Discord on the left, or vice versa. If you like your Discords on the right and your live streams on the left. But I think that is personally the ideal, to have that there where you can see their charts, you can see your charts, my charts, your charts, all that kind of stuff right there in front of you. Now, what we're currently doing out here in public on YouTube, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We'll be putting this into premium members only when the client portal is released. So the release of the client portal is coming out any day now, kind of showing you here on screen what is coming. We'll be putting these live streams behind our paywall. It will be inside our Discord. You'll need to be a paid member to be able to have access to me live streaming in the morning. I'm not going to be showing you guys all the plays all the time anymore. We've been doing out here for public for 10 years now. I kind of just want to not deal with the trolls online. We're going to have that internally to us. We have demonstrated and showcased our work so much over and over again. The results in from our members, also second to none. Go in there and check it out for yourself. We'll be showcasing our results. I'll be walking through my trades as far as review videos. But as far as the live streams here out in the public, they're coming to a close. All right. So join us for our last few here as we are rocking this out, and we'll be putting these into our nice client portal over here, where you'll be able to come right in here. You'll see that you'll have the, hey, watch live. You can come click in here, and it'll all be inside of our dashboard. So it'll be important to have that hardware layout there placed in the proper location so that you've got equipment ready to go to rock it out with us. Make sure you get that keyboard. The main thing is these hotkeys. Okay, these hotkeys on the left. Now, some people are like, well, I like the Logitech. That's fine. Well, Logitech only has 5 keys here. So what's better, 5 or 6? I have a specific reason why you want to do these. Okay, you want to set these so that your left hand is resting in a nice seated, rested position, just like I'm sitting right here. Very easy, calm. You got your elbows on your armrests there, and your keyboard on the left, your mouse on the right, and you've got your hotkeys split between your keyboard and your mouse. It's going to make your trading life much easier. Here is that keyboard that we do recommend. Make sure you get this one. This is the Corsair K55 or the K57. If you want the wireless version of that right there, you can pick it up at Amazon. I do love this mouse. Once you go to this mouse, you're never going back, but it's now hard to find. So this has now become a rare gem. It's been out here, I've been telling you guys for forever. The G300S, stock them up. That's why I am a high-skilled gamer and trader, quite frankly. I'm on leaderboards all the time, even in my gaming. Has to do, I'm pretty sure, with my mouse as well. Not to brag, but I'm going to go ahead and brag here for a moment on Toybox. I am ranked number 3 in Toybox in Fortnite with over 109,000 eliminations. That is Vinny Emini official Unite eliminations leaderboard there on the Toybox leaderboard board in Fortnite. And I'm pretty sure it comes down to, I've got a cheat with this mouse. Okay, this mouse allows me to do things in Fortnite that they can't do. These 4 buttons right here, being able to have those quick access like that, all the build pieces, and you have 4 build pieces and you have 4 buttons. I mean, it's magical, not just for that game, but for kind of all other purposes, as well as pencil level control, to be able to click on them headshots, right? One other thing I want to point out here is the ALGO Academy. If you've not been through ALGO Academy, that means you didn't go through the 8-day boot camp. ALGO Academy, very important to go through the 40 questions. It's simple, 40 questions. Ask yourself, do you know the answer to these? If you know them, then you've acquired the proper information. If you can't answer them, then go back and look up the information around the topics that you struggle with. I think the ALGO Academy is going to really kind of reveal to you what you need to study if you're struggling, or if you're not struggling, to like know before you start struggling, right? Okay, so we still got about 7 minutes to the US Open. Full auto is turned on across 6 instruments up top there on Full Auto Friday. Go back to the videos right before this one. Friday's video was Full Auto Friday, where we walked through getting all that set up. One last thing I'm going to talk about here before I get through my checklist, before we get started on trading there at the US Open, is discount offers. They're Apex. Use code ALGOBOX. That really helps out our tech support team. But starting next month in August, if you are using code ALGOBOX, you'll get some additional opportunities there with us as well. And we've got some new apps coming out. We've got a mobile app to be able to track your time that you're spending in market replay. Don't forget, there is a direct correlation in the amount of time you spend in market replay and the size of your P&L. But yes, code ALGOBOX for 90% off at Apex. They've still got that going on. Still think that's the best deal ever. Cheapest way to get started in the trader funding space. If you're going to go trader funding, Apex, code ALGOBOX. Thanks for using our code. Independence Day sale here. Remember, this is Black Friday in July, Black Friday and Christmas in July. Right now, last chance to get Platinum. Platinum will no longer be available for Gold members. Awesome. Love having Platinum. If you want it, this is the last chance to get it. You have to get it before August the 1st. All these buttons with the filters, pre-filter, if you want those on there in the Platinum Edition, it will be Platinum members only after that. And remember, Platinum Edition is 20 grand. If you don't have 20 grand to spend on Platinum and you want it included with your Gold Lifetime, acquire Gold Lifetime, you can do it on a lease to own option there. And that goes away on August the 1st when we also release that client portal. So I'm just giving the heads up there that that will be for Platinum members only going forward after July 31st in a few days. All right. Last call. Last call. Number one in algorithmic trading, like it says right there on the right. Are you ready for some trading here this morning? Top left, I've got all of my full auto ready to rock and roll. 6 charts. Again, you don't have to put them out like this. Hardware layouts with my monitors, I would probably set those up if I weren't on a live stream. I would set those up that way over on one of those and have my center 43-inch set up for NASDAQ, ESR2Y, and the Dow. In our 20 chart layout. Now we have a 20 chart layout. If you are launching our system for the first time, we walk through this in the workspaces section in the documentation. There are about 5 workspaces to choose from. We walk you through why you might want to choose each one. If you want to get my workspace, if you want my, for whatever reason, you want my unique layout here on the live stream, you can grab mine. I just updated it yesterday. It's in the community section on the left-hand side of Discord. If you want to ask for, hey, can I get Vinny's live stream workspace, just ask in the public chat. You do need to be a premium member. It is for premium members only, but you can just download mine and put it in your workspaces folder and just launch NinjaTrader, and you'll see Vinny's live stream workspace right there for you with all of my settings and all that stuff. Okay. Let's get into our checklist, the official checklist. If you type !checklist in our chat, this will come up for you right here. There we go. Data feeds, all that stuff, we got that going. I wanted to check to make sure we've got the hotkey software running. We need to check our IQ. There we go. Yep. Hotkeys software is on. Hardware checklist, day of the week. Currently in Tuesday, time of day. We are minutes away from the US Open now. No FOMC today, no holidays to worry about. We do have earnings, massive earnings this week. Big names and earnings this week. We'll be talking more about that, especially toward the end of the day, because those announcements tend to come after hours. So for the afternoon players, you guys will be impacted by that a little bit more than those of us here trading in the mornings. Contract dates, we don't have any rollovers coming up at the moment. Wave ranges locked in 43. Wave on NQ right now for my primary instrument. MACV Ultimate, good to go. Sounds. Oh, I do have my sounds. I need to get back going again. Don't forget, if you need to ask a question, we have our own custom GPT, ALGOBOX GPT. Post a, if one of our members can post a link to the ALGOBOX GPT here in the chat, We have our own GPT there to ask questions. This is custom trained on all of our documentation, so you can just ask a question and get in-depth details. All right, let's double check on audio box. I'm gonna click test audio. There we go, got audio box kicking. Sounds are on. That was in the checklist there. McAfee Ultimate speedometer is currently great speed, so we've got some good opportunities here. P&L cadence, good. I need to turn Financial Juice audio back on. Gonna refresh that. We put it on pause earlier so I could finish chatting it up with you guys. All right, market opening up here in about 20 seconds. Let's get it.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. All right, let's go. Are you ready? Let's do it. Tide and wave, we've got plays in both directions.
S&P 500 buy side 256 million, Nasdaq 100 sell side 113 million, Dow 30 buy side 19 million, and Mag 7 sell side 99 million.
You guys hear me say this all the time, but generally I like to sit on hands for the first 5 minutes unless an absolutely perfect play shows up there. Do not have to be forced into a play. Let the initial hands shake out there a moment. This beautiful Enigma to the upside. Here, this one to the upside. 205 ticks. This one back down to the downside there. 181 ticks there for both Enigmas. Rocking it out there so far. Enigmas are going to be in play here this morning. I can tell. Looks like some beautiful stuff there already. Prior low, currently Nerd is in strong sell for the moment.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 7. Bull touch low. Harmonic NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 7.
Here's King timing.
Coca-Cola shares climb as much as 5.2% to a fresh record high.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta harmonic NQ on the
Again, I do not have to be forced into any plays here this morning. Just gonna
NQ on the 9.
wait. Remember, I've got my Autobots. They're gonna lock in at $1,000 there for full auto, and then we'll see what I can do here on my discretionary cyborg trading here using the best mix of human and machine. This Enigma is now pushing this even farther. Now 377 ticks from the original Enigma up top there. Popped up to prior low with a 5.6. Would have been a nice play there. Too fast, as we can see right down here. Speed a little bit too quick to be able to easily take trades there this morning. Another nice, beautiful Enigma on the higher time frame. So I do have my B chart. You know, I have an A and a B. So the B chart on the 7s here had a nice Enigma off the bottom there, called 114 ticks off of the bottom there, off of that 7.
A pre-market course last down 6.2%. So again, UPS shares reverse pre-market course last down 6.2%.
Okay, hearing sellers all over the tape now, so lots and lots of selling.
So now seeing UPS shares falling 6.9% in the biggest intraday decline since May.
Delta shift NQ on the 5.
Okay, we're getting some ready DDs here. So this is telling me get ready to take a play. Triples now, so looking for a play. Currently we have the tide has also, the wave, tide and the wave now both red.
Down NQ on the 5.
Wave is now in red territory. It was green there this morning. We are red and red. So what button are we pressing? There's only one side that I'm going to be playing on here this morning. Playing the red side. Yep.
NQ on the 5. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
Okay, there is a ready DD. Get ready to take the next play. We're coming up to the top of the channel. I've got a divergence on the right. What's going on there? Whoa, what's happening? Okay, I'm getting some lag here. What's that can't be good. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna close out this position. I don't know what's going on there with that. Did you guys feel lag in there? What is going on? Hold on, something's up. Starting to hear sellers again. So wanted to get in After this ready DD, we had the multi get readies, and then we came up into a divergence on the high time frame. So I was trying to get going right there, but I did not like that feeling in there. It literally felt like the whole thing kind of hung there as it was trying to deliver my orders. Not cool. So I just bailed on that quickly there.
Enigma long on the NQ4. Armada NQ on the 5.
Seems like we might be in the middle of some
NQ on the
middle of panic selling there.
on the ES2. Enigma long on the NQ7. Omega up NQ on the 7.
And it is
Down NQ on the
getting
7.
some
NQ on the
big volatility here. There's an Enigma. Oh, come on, fill me.
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
Okay, I'm getting slipped on my entries. Not being able to get good entries on these either. So that's dangerous here. I'm gonna put a hard stop. Okay, I'm closing. I am closing.
2% at the open.
I am
Omega down NQ on the 5.
I don't know how to describe this.
Harmonic NQ on
This is I can just feel it. This is something is up here. All right.
NQ on the 7.
Yeah.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 9. 2-finger NQ on the 43. Harmonic NQ on the 9. Enigma long Harmonic NQ on the 7.
I mean, we have too fast. So the psychology module's also kind of telling me, but I can just tell there is a disturbance in the force here. Okay, whatever is happening here.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. Delta shift NQ on the 7. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Delta long on the NQ7. Double delta NQ on the 9. Harmonic NQ on the 5.
It is way aggressive here.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. NQ on the 9.
Okay, there's my cross continuation. There's my get ready. Take the next play.
On the 5.
There's a cross.
Alpha Omega NQ on the 9.
There's my dots. Okay, gonna be trying to grab that dot continuation.
On the 9.
Nope, it cracked it. So I'll be peeling off half quickly there at T1. Could be a trap down here at
NQ4.
S1.
Delta 2-finger NQ on the 43.
I'm pulling half there as it comes back to my POE. We're not getting clean. We're not getting clean entries. All right, I'm closing out there at S1 there on that continuation. That is just some weirdness going on the tape.
SpaceX sinks 20% below IPO price, erasing $1.2 trillion.
That's because space is fake. I bought some space.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 43.
Yeah, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out.
Fib.NQ on the 43.
Eventually, everyone will know.
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7. Hold touch low. Fib.NQ on the 7. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 7. Fib.NQ on the 40. Harmonic NQ on the 9. Delta shift NQ on the 43.
Yeah, it might just be that.
Omega up NQ on the 7.
I'd say there was probably two in there. Two trades. First one kind of had to close out quick.
Hold touch low. Enigma long on the NQ7.
Okay, we had a big bear come in on the high time frame over here. Just notice this is a 2000 level. It's weird. It feels like it got muted, but nah, 1500, 1700
Hold touch low.
ish level bear. We will normally mark a big bear at 1000. This is 1700 level bear right there. So we need to know where he is. That's his
Omega down NQ on
area to defend. It's actually kind of narrow right there.
long on the YM2.
Okay, so we're coming back into the bear defense leg. So
Harmonic NQ on the 5.
bear defense
On the RTY2.
right there. I'm gonna mark that guy up here. Defense leg. We have not been through that training. Oh, I missed my enigma right there. Okay, you're gonna come back to me. You're gonna give me another shot at it.
On the 5. Alpha Harmonic NQ on the 5.
All right, I'll pull half as we come to the bottom and close out. Beautiful, beautiful. Come back in, add to those positions there. 5K
Micron down 8%.
on the day.
Falls 10 spot.
Let's go.
Nvidia falls 1%, AMD down 7.9%, Intel falls 5.8%, and Broadcom falls 3%. The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index hits over 2-month low, last down 5.3%.
Okay, we're coming into king timing under S1. So that was trade number 2. So mentally, I like to just kind of say, okay, I'm done. I have done the business. I don't like what's going on here this morning. Like, yes, those were fairly easy plays, but there's something not like I can just tell my data feed. I don't know if it's my data feed lagging. I don't know how to explain it, but the delivery is not clean. I don't know how else to explain that. It just doesn't feel normal on the tape there this morning. So no, I'm gonna be extra cautious there on it though. Got my winner chicken dinner. Got enough to put chicken dinner on the table for my 2 winners. I'm done. So now I'm focused on bonus. Okay. So anything that I'm doing now, I just want to make sure it's almost kind of like my mental capacity is to say, like, I want absolutely perfect, right? It's got to be absolutely perfect there for my final play. I just want to tap-a-roo there to go anything beyond that, right? All right, so now let's see. Wow, super drop there on the...
Max loss has been reached. Touch low.
Let's see.
On the NQ4.
Don't think they were getting good fills there. I could just tell there was just too much going on in that there this morning. Okay, power headshot on the 43. Optimized range, power headshot here. So I'm going to be looking for a short in this zone right here.
Divergence of NQ on the 9. Divergence of NQ on the 5.
Wow, massive drilling.
Yes.
10.9. Big 10.9. Are we going to get a bounce here? Let's see. We've got jagged on the tape. Be very careful. Every one of those is jagged. Multi-jagged. Type jagged warning in the chat. Big play is coming. That doesn't tell us direction, but it does tell us size. Jagged, big play is on the way. Okay. Let's see. Here comes potential crab. Let me see if I can. Let's see. It's too far away from the ready DDs. We have crab. I want to see if we get a
Alpha Omega down NQ on the 5.
order flow event as well. There's a 5.4 in it.
Enigma long on the NQ4.
Not perfect. Currently sitting in neutral. Again, I'm in bonus area, right? So it's got to be absolutely perfect now. For me, mentally, I'm just going, no, it's got to be it's got to just be screaming my name. It's got to be absolutely perfect. You know, I don't have to play any guessing games on them right now, right? I want to be focused in on that play. It's only 9:47, so plenty of play opportunity time coming in here. That 10.7. Let's see how this goes here. 10.7. Now we're followed by a 7 with another divergence here.
NQ on the 7.
Still dropping there. Let's look at the 89. So we've got big time frames coming into play. Here's what the 89 is looking like. It is like a spillover there. We've got big diamonds all the way down at 27,500. 27,500 for diamonds. I'm gonna put a little zone there to remind myself of that on the 89. Big Enigma pop up there.
On the 5.
All the way to an 11.7.
And you on the 7.
Okay. Big bear. Right there.
43.
Yep. 1500 level bear.
You on the 9. Harmonic NQ down on the 7. Harmonic NQ on the 9. Alpha Omega down NQ on the 7.
Buyers all over the tape here. Okay, there's cross 1, there's cross 2. On the third cross, what do I do in the defense leg? Looking for the third cross for the boss, right?
NQ on the 43.
I've got 2. I need 1 more.
NQ on the 7.
There's a switch dot. Might be enough to put us back into the defense leg zone there.
Harmonic NQ on the 5. NQ on the 7. NQ on the 43.
Wait for it.
Divergence.
Wait for it. All the way up into king timing. Love to see one any moment now.
Divergence down harmonic NQ on the 9.
There's a switch dot, pink.
NQ on the 43. Enigma long on the NQ4.
Trying to be disciplined to wait for the cross.
Alpha Omega up NQ on the 5.
There it is, finally. Third cross in the series. In the defense leg. Well, I don't say in the defense leg. It went past the defense leg.
Alpha Omega down on the 5. Alpha Omega.
All the way up at the Super AO on king timing.
Divergence.
Oh, they're catching me off sides. Okay, yoicks. Okay, third shot did not work here this morning.
The consumer confidence forecast 92, prior 91 spot 2.
Wow, they blew right through
Also
that guy. Wow, okay.
Index forecast 6, prior
HMD up top there.
Enigma short on the NQ4. Double Delta NQ on the 5.
S&P 500 healthcare.
I'm going to pull half right there, take part of the loss there.
SpaceX shares fall 5.3%.
They're not coming all the way back down to that bear. Are they going to let the bear out? Red dot, add to position. Power headshot. Get ready. There's 100 ticks. I'm going to close out right there for $8,000 on the day. Crazy
Apple
play there. I'm glad I waited out for that cross, but ended up adding on both of those two, adding up top. Where was the last one there? Last one up in there
NQ on the 7.
on the dot after king timing.
Omega down NQ.
Kind of got, I'll say lucky on that one. We knew that we had the big bear there, and what do? They're going to come back and touch him, yes? So they always at least let the bear out. There they go. They let the bear out. So that's why you wait for that third cross. That is pivotal, in my opinion, especially when the markets are acting very weird like they are here today.
NQ on the 89.
All right, big fat bonus play there on that one there so far. So first one, quick scalp close out pretty quick there this morning. Winner. Big one on the third one. Third one was probably the trickiest out of those so far. The bear, big bear, kind of gave me the
NQ on the 40.
main idea there around that. High time frame also gave us a perfect shark back, so I also saw this over top. Gave me that extra confidence. High time frame shark back play right there on the structure as well. So even though they were acting like they were running that up hard, I'm glad they came up fast. If it comes up fast, we don't think it's going to last. If it's slow, it's going to go, right? Keep those rhymes and reasons in your mind. I teach you guys that all the time. Again, later on, if this is your last live stream you ever see public, remember, we are doing these in our Discord channel chat or inside of our client portal if you are watching this video later on. But we have done these public for 10 years now. We started 2016. It is 2026. And we will be doing these same things, but just inside of our client portal area for premium members only. Super AO. We talked about a lot of kind of those reasons that we did some of that yesterday. You know, no public trolls, etc., etc. Oh, did I miss the entry there? Beautiful Super AO. Tried to hit it, didn't get filled. Again, I could just tell there this morning. Hard fills there this morning. Stuff is just a little bit weird on the tape here this morning. Not exactly an easy day. All the way down to an Enigma. Oh, kills me that I missed that. Look at this dropout. 221 ticks.
NQ on the 7.
Oi, 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 oi.
Two finger NQ on
Just left me hanging up there. Boo. All right. Well, that would have been my full 10K on that play. Bummer. That was highway robbery. That was highway robbery. All right, into the bear zone we talked about from before. Defense leg, they come back, they get touched, they get their opportunity to get out. Now the question is will they be allowed to make their money? So I'm going to measure the middle of this move. I'm going to look for 250 ticks down below it, and 250 is going to be okay, under low of day, just under low of day for the bear take profit.
Harmonic NQ on the divergence down NQ on harmonic NQ on the 5.
And if you don't know what we're doing here with this, it's okay. Just go watch the defense leg strategy videos, go to documentation, search for defense leg and how we deal with big bears and big bulls there on the tape once they've been identified, and how I play those. Yeah, by 4 ticks. I know, it's sad.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
All right, there's an enigma inside of the defense leg zone. I'm getting slips trying to get an entry on that too. I feel terribly defeated having missed that other perfect entry down there. I'm going to add on that cross and take it like a boss. Let's go. Let's go. Got my 10K after all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's hear it. Can we get a little love for the 10K? Let's go. Let's go. Where's my hype button? There she is.
Spot 2, quick and fed composite index forecast 6, power 4.
You got this, baby. I know it's been crazy. You don't see me, it's exhausting. City to city, cause I'm shiny, boys is popping. You keep making plans, babe, I'm sorry, I keep flopping. Call me late at night, cause I love you when we talk. No matter where I go with you, not here, it's just not home. No, I can't let go without you near. Feel alone. I'm holding on your tricks. Got me 10 feet off the ground. Now I'm seeing how you play. ALGO box, you turn it all around.
Alrighty then. Oh, I hear calls for the money gun. I think you're right. I think we should pull out that money gun, don't you think? Where's there she is. Let's go. Let's go. Rocked out the enigma coming inside of the bear zone. You know, I want to take that almost every time, right? I want to take that, right? There she is. She comes in there, gives me a 10.7 inside the bear zone we have previously identified. We knew the big guy was in there. Got the big, beautiful dropout all the way down to the 25 is 112 ticks to the next enigma, all the way down to the secondary enigma, 17.3, call on the bottom there, 204 ticks to the bottom there with the 17.3, rushing this thing back up. If you are an enigma player, you are loving it there this morning. 17.3 all the way up to a power headshot. Boom, power headshot short. Come on, man, the cake, it's cake, but you got to be quick. So let's talk about this. If you're new, do not trade in queue. Just write it down. Just remember I said it. If you're new, do not trade in queue. It is too fast for you, my friend. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. I know you want to. I know you want to come play the NQ. When you start practicing the game and when you get good at the game, you can absolutely do that. But in the meantime, give RTY a try. Respell RTY and give RTY the try. It spells try for a reason. Realign those letters and spell out try. Okay, give RTY a try. If you're new, do not trade in queue. Give RTY a try. Write it down. Put it down in the comments down below. You're watching this later on.
Yes,
just trust me. You're going to want to slow it down for yourself and don't trade the wild child that is in queue directly. Use it as a guidepost. Okay, keep in queue on your charts. Get that 3 three monitor layout that I told you about earlier that we walked through, talked through. Get it on your screen, see NQ, know that the RTY, the Dow, and the ES, the S&P 500, and all these guys work together. NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow, the nerd, all four of them work together, but you do not have to trade the wildest one in the place. You can take the slower ones just fine. Now, I wouldn't go as slow as the ES. Now, some people like going and trading the ES. If you're an ES player, it just works quite well on it. I still think I like to use the ES as more of a bellwether. You hear me say all the time, as ES points, so NQ goes. If ES is pointing in a direction, I want to go in the direction of the ES, especially trading the NASDAQ, right? Now, Tide and Wave, did any change there? Nope, Tide and Wave, both red, right? We talked about that this morning, right? What side did I want to be on? You know, the bigger plays are going to be to the sell side, right? Had no business taking any long side plays. Now, if you're going to take long side plays, target one, right? Boom, there she goes. She touched, right? There's the touch. Did the big bear make its profit? Type it there in the chat, yes or no. Did the big bear make his profit? TP, you touched it right there. Yes. And what did we get? A mega late Nate for the bounce, right? Mega late Nate, bounce up, 181 ticks, back to the big bear zone. Again, big bear is in there, right? Now we got a little bear here, right? It's a 600 level bear coming in right now. We've got news coming out here right at 10 a.m. Don't forget, 10 seconds, hands off the triggers. Be careful if you just entered into a position. Please be very careful. I would get out of it right now. Massive market moving event coming out right now. Red Star News, 10 a.m. Talked about it there this morning. And we've got our news guy, you know, reminding us of that as well. Hands off. Hands off. Don't trade right now, okay? The news is here. Let them react to the news. If you need to click something, do me a favor. Click the like button right now. Just do it. Reach over, click the like button. Don't click your buy or sell buttons. Click the like right now. Do it. 9.6. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to mark this as a potential retry of that Enigma if we come back through it, okay? But right now, during news, no thank you. Okay, if we're going to get a double move out of that, I'm going to press F3 here, and I'm going to get a measure from the 8... Whoops, I'm sorry, F2, not F3. To go from 8.3 to the 9.6. And now I'm going to get the double move measure out of it. It looks like 27,760 right here for the distribution target. Okay, if they distribute to this location, they'll reaccumulate here, so I can look for slaps right here. Nice 14.6, slapping it back down for another about 70 or 80. Oh, looks like I went a full 100 ticks. 130 ticks. Instantly. Super fast here. Remember, 2 minutes before, 3 minutes after news events. It's 10:01 and 40. We'll just call it 10:02 for the moment. So about one more minute here to wait through that shakeout. So I like to look at the higher time frame for me to kind of mentally get ready. So here I would love a play right here. I'm gonna make this a purple zone.
So looking at
gonna be a king level royal zone if we get to this one. And I have a feeling, yeah, you can just feel these bulls like they are.
Most consumers, 61.3.
They want to get in. They want to get going, right? You can feel them. Here they come, right? We come in here though. I'm gonna slap it. There's divergence right in front of it. All right, I'm gonna toe in right here. This is a divergence. See the divergence? I'm gonna go ahead and add this always on top here, so it'll stay on screen here while this one goes. Okay. Only reason I just towed in is because, I mean, we might go in front of it, right? Especially because we're on bear side.
The next 12 months is somewhat likely continue to rise.
All right, and they just gave me 100 ticks. I'm gonna grab it. All right. So, I mean, if it's gonna give me 100 ticks, again, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take profits at 100 ticks. 111 ticks there off of that one. Pretty easy.
NQ on the 40.
you know, divergence firing right there. That was why I wish I could have gotten a little bigger on that, but again, it was toe in the water because I thought it might go a little bit farther. We didn't quite get to that purple zone, but pretty close, right? Horseshoes and hand grenades. It does not have to be absolutely perfect, but horseshoes and hand grenades there, getting close. Closest to the pin wins. Divergence fired, 5.6 there. Wanted to get it all the way to that purple zone. Came right in front of it. I thought we might get a little wiggle and got some extra room there to come back to it. But she gave it to me early. That's all right. So yet another little bonus play taparoo there, bonus and bonus. So now we're at got 5 trades on the day there. So starting out tricky one right there at the beginning, pretty quick, and then it's been green, tick 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 across the boards there this morning. Beautiful super AO inside of the shark. Look, Enigma. Let's just call what's there, right? Enigma up.
US Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index July.
Yeah, if you like this style of trading,
Those interested.
you can join us for a 2-week free trial, and of course, client portal coming any day now. I'll be working with our team to finalize that here before August. Last chance to get that full auto Enigma set up there for platinum. Now again, there you'll still be able to have the original gold version of Enigma bot for now until we fill up all those seats. Don't miss out on the Black Friday in July opportunity. Next chance for Black Friday offers there will be Black Friday in Christmas. So you got a whole half year to wait if you aren't getting in right now.
OpenAI and Anthropic for the US to review.
Oh, also don't forget though, if you are doing a 2-week free trial, we always give you, like if you're watching this later on, you will get the opportunity to have a Black Friday offer during your 2-week free trial. You kind of have your 2-week free trial Black Friday, but that's the only time, right? So you do kind of get this July offer during your 2-week free trial, but only during your 2-week free trial. If you decide during your 2-week free trial, we kind of reward you with be like, hey, way to go. You know, thanks for having the confidence in us to rock it out with us. Here we're in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go half position here. We are going into my little indigo zone now. And I've got some plays there. I'm going to pull off half because it did go more than 30 ticks against that there for the moment. And looking for a super crab here in the indigo zone. We are in that indigo color zone there. Stop will be above that crab. I am going to add a hard stop right now because the market is going nuts. Okay, so I am risking, that's 2,700 risk there. But again, market is absolutely nuts right now. Adding on the dot there, I'm hearing buyers all over the tape. Double dot, it's a power dot. I'm going to pull half as we come down to that 8.1, bottom of the channel. Target the cipher, taking some off on the dot, and I'll go ahead and close out the rest there for a little wiggle in there. Targets filled. Adding a little more to the kiddie pool there. All right, my stack is full. She's a full stack there this morning, playing the video game the way we do. Beautiful stuff there. Get it, just kind of gave it to me, play the video game into the indigo zone, just like I said. Pow pow, there's the plays, and she pays, yes? So if we just play the indigo zone, get the play inside, drop out 149 ticks there for the opportunity, so another couple grand, no problem. Easy peasy, only with ALGO box. There's another get ready DD, double ready DD, are you joking me? All right, another 35 ticks, let's go. Let's go. EST every single time. We play in Eastern Standard Time and EST every single time. Let's go. Come on. Too easy. Too easy, bruh. All right. Hashtag too easy. Come on. Come on. Too easy. Too easy. Even against, now mind you, why did I grab it at 35 ticks? Because target one. Why? Because we're on strong buy side, right? The nerd is alongside. Somebody asked there this morning. Let me finish out the answer to those questions. I'm going to bring the actual question over here this morning and we'll walk through it. So questions came in here this morning. Let's scroll down. Do not miss this one right here. How to stalk your trades. Don't miss it. Okay. You need to not be reacting to plays, stalk them up. All right. So the question came in, Detailed. Love it. Hey guys, a little confused about the OOP. That's order of operations. Just wanted some confirmation to see what I'm thinking is right or not. Tide and wave, whether I look for longs or shorts or both. Talk about that. Okay, then wait for nerd to go in the direction of tide and wave unless they disagree, then take trades in the nerd direction, always awaiting the arrow on the MACV to be in my direction. Then for the targets, T2 plus runners if trade follows tide or wave. Now what I don't understand is that I was watching Vinny's live stream from 2 weeks ago and he took a short while tide and wave disagreed. Okay, so tide and wave disagreeing. He didn't say what they were. He should have been more specific. But a tide and wave disagree. Well, that can be red-green, or it can be green-red. I mean, this means that they disagree, but not necessarily that they disagree. Again, you can play like they disagree. They're not in agreement. They're not in the same direction. This just means which side is available to trade here today. If they are red and green, that means it's so simple, my friend. Red and green. You can take longs and shorts. Write it down. This is giving you information for you to make a decision. It's making the decision for you. In my opinion, this makes my decision. Can I take trades in both directions when this occurs? Yes. Okay. This means I can take longs. Yes. Can I take shorts today? Yes. That's it, right? This is a yes, yes check. Okay. If it's like this here this morning, can I take longs? Right? I'm trying to say, like, this just answers questions for you. Like, don't complain about it. We don't complain about the weather. We just grab an umbrella if it's raining. You understand? We don't care. Do I need an umbrella or not today? That's it, right? Should I be bringing an umbrella with me? It depends. Let's check the forecast. Forecast is currently, and again, think about this. Even the weather's not 100%. Like, oh, there's a 70% chance of rain today. Well, 30% of the place is not getting rain, right? So anyway, that's my point. Make sense? Very easy to understand, in my opinion. Okay, this doesn't matter if it's this combination or this combination. Red green means longs and shorts. You got it? Okay, longs and shorts. That's what the tide and wave is for me, telling me today and at that moment. Because yes, and oftentimes, like, the market's not normally this wild, right? Today it's super wild. I told you this morning, I could just tell something's up. Like, it very crazy, wild movement in action. Could be the Trump a dump, you know, the Antichrist out there speaking, or whatever the scenario is. Who even knows? Doesn't really matter to us. We just play what's in front of us. Okay, we play the video game. We play the markets as a video game. That's it. Okay, we don't complain about the weather. We just know we need a forecast, though. So this is forecasting what I should be. Will I have opportunities if they're in contradiction, or if they're only red or they're only green? Then it's either telling me no longs or no shorts for the time being. Now remember, this morning it shifted, and even right now we re-shifted again. Right now, look what just happened. We are back green. How do we know that? Remember the channel regulator this morning was green. It went red, and now it's back to green again. And remember, this channel changes colors. If you watch it over time, if you are doing this in market replay, you can kind of see this easier. See how it's tipping? When the angle of this channel is tipping up or down, that's as simple as we do it. Tide and wave. Okay, tide and wave. Now we are back to red-green. This is actually a great scenario. This is occurring right now. The tide is red. The wave is green. So are longs back on the table? They are, right? Earlier, it had gone like this. We were red and red. So longs were off the table. Now the wave has pinned back green right now. So can I take them in both directions? Longs and shorts are available to be played. Does that mean I'm taking it? Does this tell me when I'm taking it? No. This just tells me, are they on or off? Got it? I'm writing it as far as a quant coder goes. I'm writing a giant if then else statement for myself for when I'm going to press the button. If I have this, this, and this, then take play. Okay. So now this just tells me, do I have longs and shorts? Yes. Now I go to my nerd plus the arrow, which he's asking in this question. He's asking a good, valid question here. That's why I wanted to really address this, because it's got a really great question here in the chat. Took a short while tide and wave disagreed. Well, yes, because remember, it's not that they disagree, it's whether they are on or off, right? You got this now? Tide and wave disagreed. Are they really disagreed? Like, that's not the way to say it. This, we have tide and wave, red and green. Now, when they agree, if you just on or off, right? Are we longs and shorts? Are they on or off? Just think of it that way instead, okay? And the nerd was green, but it was a really good trade. Well, of course it was. I took it. All right, I'm just kidding. He said he should only target one T1 because the nerd was against him. Correct. Right now, I don't know which one you're talking about, but if I said it, that's probably what I meant, right? I said that I should only be looking for target one here because the nerd was against me. And he said I took a short. So that means at the time when I took that short, that the nerd was long if I went short, right? Same scenario, in fact, I just took moments ago where I took that because, dude, that's a perfect play. But why would I only go T1 on it and close out quickly if it didn't work out? Because the nerd was green, right? The nerd was super green, right? So me slapping at that, I'm only gonna try a target one. I'm not gonna be trying to hero it and get, you know, some 100-tick play out of it because the nerd was against me. And so that was a scenario that it sounds like he's talking about right here. I can still take plays. You know what I'm saying? It feels like Mentorship Monday. You're welcome, Adrian. It is, because I told you yesterday I was a little late yesterday, so we didn't get a real full Mentorship Monday. So this is substitute. We're on Tuesday, so it is. This is a Mentorship Monday on a Tuesday. Yeah, so I got to get a 2 for Tuesday here. But yes, this is normally what we do on a Monday. Yeah, Mentorship Mondays, where we really take more time to go through and mentor through play setups, etc. And beautiful opportunity. Thank you, Lucasaurus, for hopping in there and giving such a great question here this morning. Let's see. So now I'm not sure whether Vinny is just so good he can pick out the best trades and make tons of bags. No, man, it's the system, right? I just play the system the way the system is designed. I mean, would I have really been good if it's just me? Like, how did I not just take, 500 ticks out of this, right? This is 300 tick drop, and I only got what, 50 ticks out of it? Control E.
2-finger NQ on the 43.
Oops. Button's not working there. This one? Oh, or did I take this one?
NQ on the
Oh, yeah, this one. Sorry. I mean, this massive dropout, right? And, why didn't I get... Vinny, how come you didn't hold it for 442 ticks, bro? Because, again, at the time... I'm sorry, it was this one. I was like, I know it was a double ready DD. And so I'm going to sell that, right? But why did I take it quickly? It only took 35 ticks out of it. Well, because... Again, I had the nerd against me, right? It still went like 67 plus ticks. It just doesn't look like much because there's this massive move out, right? Doesn't matter. I'm going to play cautious when I need to play cautious. I'm going to play, full deep when I have it aligned, or, again, I'm not going to be perfect. Thank goodness you don't have to be perfect to be profitable, right? That kind of thing. So, so finishing out this, doing it, or whether I'm missing something. Well, you are, so let's just solidify it. At the same time, you're on the right track here. You're understanding that what I said was what I said. That, okay, I'm only going to go for target one. Now, sometimes it just goes, and sometimes on the fly, I may make a split-second decision. Be like, oh, I might hold this a little bit longer. It looks like, oh, well, I'm hearing. Again, Audio Box really helps me with this. I can feel the heaviness, or especially like today where I had the, oh, by the way, we just shifted. Tide is now down. Okay, look, great. I love that we're having this opportunity. Just moments ago, you saw that the angle of this was up, and let's change colors here. Okay, it was green moments ago. Now the angle of this is tilted down, and now it's red. So it's so simple. I can now go over here and we update our Tide Wave Visualizer. Boom, they're both red right now, right? So I have no business taking any longs. Right now, longs are off the table. Does everybody understand that? Type a 1 in the chat. 1 if you get it. 1 if you're having fun. 2 if you're new. 3 if you're still here to troll me so we can send you out the door. All right, let's go. Tide and Wave, no business taking any shorts now, right? Shorts are off. I'm sorry, longs are off, right? Longs are off. You should not be taking any longs at all, in my opinion, right? That's how I use that. But now, last minute, before I take the trade, I want the nerd plus the arrow, okay? But the wave has now shifted, okay? With red, again, for right now, we're red, okay? So the nerd is now my next guide. Okay, after I've got on or off, now I want to look at the nerd, the NASDAQ, ES, RTY, and the Dow. Where's the herd going? The nerd herd, right? The nerd herd, nerd, right? Type herd nerd in the chat. The nerd herd, let's go. Nerd herd probably sounds better. Nerd herd, okay? Where is the herd? I want to be in the direction of the herd for runners, for target 2s. If I have a perfect play against it, what can I do? Target 1. We can live on target 1. You can have fun with target 1. I promise. You can make plenty on T1. Okay, you make a living on target 1 and target 2. Everything else is bonus. Make sense? All right. Or whether I'm missing something. Like, can you trade against the nerd if tide or wave are in your direction? You trade against the nerd. You can trade against the nerd anytime you want. Let's make a common misconception. You can take against the nerd anytime you want. If you have a fantastic play, but make sure if you're against it, stop out quickly, right? Just nope, close out. Nope, it's not working. Something not feeling right. You saw my first trade there this morning. Nope, something's up. Right, I closed out the trade, took the loss. Like, just take the loss quickly. Let's not be a hero if we are against it. Make sense? Just bail out. Okay. But then you can only T1. I don't say you can't. Again, you're acting like these are rules. Okay. These are standard operating procedures. There's a difference between SOPs and rules. Standard operating procedures, standard ops, versus rules. A rule should not be broken. People lie all the time. They're like, oh, rules are meant to be broken. No, I don't think so. Now, if you want to play it that way, that's fine. My opinion. This is just opinion stuff here. I say standard operating procedure because when it's standard, the standard op is this. But when the exception comes, I need to be able to break that rule. I'm doing air quotes here, rule. So I call it a standard operating procedure because it's a standard operating procedure unless, right? Crazy event, Trump's on the mic or whatever, whatever my scenario is, I'm hearing audio box, whatever the audio box play is telling me additional information. I'm getting additional feedback. Bombs are dropping over Baghdad, or Iran, some scenario is occurring. Like, there can be something else that steps in as an exception to the standard operating procedure. So now I need to do not standard ops. Now it's exceptional ops. EOPS. Make sense? Okay. Over the long message. I'm really confused with what I've learned from training materials, watching videos, past live streams. Hope someone help. Shouldn't be confusing. Got to pay more attention. It's okay. Reading comprehension, listening comprehension, and sometimes it needs to be reiterated. Happy to answer the question. No worries. Edit. Just talk to chat ALGOBox GPT. Oh, I love that. He asked ALGOBox GPT. So he pulls up ALGOBox GPT. He's like, oh, let me ask ALGOBox GPT and see what the GPT says. Okay. So use GPT. From what I understood, there it said you always follow tide or wave. You can, all caps, can trade against the nerd. It just means that you might not be able to target two or hold runners. 100%, 100%. Let's give ALGOBox GPT a hand. ALGOBox GPT has learned it well, yes, and gave good information back to you. Yes, absolutely, 100%. It's just saying, like I said, you may not be able to do T1 or runners. Like, don't be trying to turn a 10. I don't want to say 10 tick. We haven't taken a 10 tick trade here in forever because the market has been so volatile. It's handing out 35 ticks. Like, don't try to turn a 35 tick trade into a 300 tick trade. Okay, it's not going to happen. You can't do anything about it. We are anticipating what the market is about to do. If it comes in on the fives are going to be handing out 35 and 50 tick targets on the regular. If you get something additional from that, it's because you got the runner opportunity. Okay, just leaving this message here in case it's wrong. If anyone can help with more tips or tricks. Okay. Now I'm seeing everybody drop off on our live stream. You guys don't like the teaching and training? Oh man, this is why, you know what? I'm gonna save this stuff for the people who care and pay, right? This is why it's no longer gonna be public. You guys don't like it. If at the same time, if you're watching this later and you are liking this, put a comment down below. Say, hey, I'm loving this. Keep it up. Or if y'all don't want to, listen, I'm gonna stop wasting my time. Okay, I got better things to do. I'm gonna go jump in my pool, right? You got it heated. It's nice. It's gonna be about, I found the perfect temperature to swim in for me. It's about 93 degrees. It's perfect. Let's see. We got the ALGOBox logo put in the bottom of the pool. You guys like that? There's a little shorts video. If you click down on my shorts, you can see our pool. Me and the kids hanging out there during the daytime. But if you guys don't like these lessons, what's up with everybody dropping off? Like I'm doing the teaching, the training. It's like I'm bored. Okay, man. Well, I'm wasting my time. Well, I hope you guys got something out of that. Thanks for hanging out. Client portal is on the way. Last chance for the dance. It's 90% off ALGOBox code at Apex and Independence Day. This is Black Friday time for everybody. You can get lease to own and get the platinum features included once you reach lifetime. Also, if you buy lifetime, you get one-on-one mentorship with me. If you go straight to buying the lifetime one, the lifetime package, people ask all the time, well, what's the difference between the two? If you're on lease to own, you're not getting one-on-ones with me. If you buy lifetime straight up, you get one-on-ones with me on call, etc., etc. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.